it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Oh, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And going deep for him. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll find Hall. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And the Ravens first down.
Going on first down is Kaepernick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Kaepernick's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
12 yards there and a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Darius Leonard in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They go play action with Jackson. Being chased, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
Tied 7-7.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside?
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Kaepernick.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play, but it's 3rd down.
To throw, Kaepernick. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Right back to Dobbins on first. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Kaepernick going to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 6.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Justice Hill.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Browns drive about to get started, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Going to call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
Kaepernick now on first down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Escaping, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens cut into that lead.
Point conversion.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Rolling to his right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
They're on the 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Kaepernick now on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 30.
Give him 30 yards there. On 1st down, Kaepernick.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
to throw, Kaepernick. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Devin Duvernay. There to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7.
34. Ravens 27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
37-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken
the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
One hallmark of good defenses backs, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Devin Duvernay, 75 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and run it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
47-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. The 20. And he's out. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit
as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And one of the whistles.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power.